Imagine opening your mailbox and finding a Purple Heart. That's the discovery one local World War II veteran made recently, 68 years late.
Wow. 10 News reporter Natasha Zuves met Colonel Richard Kenny and learned why he says a ceremony is completely out of the question.
For Colonel Richard Kenny, it was like any other day checking the mail, except the small envelope that arrived had this in it.
I never knew that I'd won the longevity lottery.
The longevity lottery. At 93 years old, Colonel Kenny has been waiting for his Purple Heart for 68 years.
I flew a P-38.
He was a pilot in World War II. He wasn't supposed to fly the day this photo was taken, but he says he volunteered to spare the younger pilots. He was shot down by the Germans over Sicily and was badly burned. What followed was 3 years of horror as a prisoner of war.
Everyone was emaciated and didn't have any pork on you to ward off the cold.
Colonel Kenny was in this line of men, one of 11,000 prisoners ordered to march deep into Germany in 1945. It was the worst blizzard in 50 years. They marched for 60 miles, and if they stopped, they were told they'd be shot. You can see Kenny on the far right, already burned. He suffered severe frostbite. At least 1,300 men didn't survive.
It just happened to be the one with coldest years.
Almost 7 decades later, here it is, Colonel Kenny's Purple Heart. But most of the time, he keeps it out of sight here at home. One local historian says it all comes down to modesty and the memories the Purple Heart brings up.
There was no food, and literally every blade of grass had been eaten.
Dot Harms is a Coronado historian. She says Colonel Kenny downplays it all.
Frostbite, starving. He says, the conditions were crummy. But that's Dick Kenny.
We spotted Colonel Kenny's license plate. Take a look. It's his prisoner of war number. It's clearly important. One day, out of the blue, a veteran in Arizona called and said he was eligible for a Purple Heart. Colonel Kenny reluctantly accepted, as long as there was no ceremony.
So some people are like the limelight and some people don't.
Colonel Kenny says some things can't be said. Some things are private. Natasha Zuves, 10 News.
It was Colonel Richard Kenny's 94th birthday last Saturday. It's estimated that 1.7 million Purple Hearts have been awarded in the country. Now Colonel Kenny is the proud owner of 2 of them.